Welcome to those in countries around the world aboard naval ships at sea. And again, most importantly, thank you for your service. Ball is up, game is on. Pelicans win the tip. They'll have it to start the fourth and final quarter as well. Yesterday, boy, tough game for the Clippers. 25 turnovers, only the 9th time it has happened this year. You won't be surprised when you learn that only one team has won by doing that. Bledsoe, foul line jumper. It is good, going up against his old team.
So, not lacking confidence, stepped right up off the pick and roll and knocked it in.
Still 23 of 50, however, on the season. He has been a revelation there. Meanwhile, Paul George doing Paul George things.
Direction is exquisite. And then also the elongated step at the end to see a backdoor pass and beer coffee. And I think Paul George didn't communicate early.
Graham kind of had a coming out party the last couple of years in Charlotte to find the range for New Orleans. Josh Hart in the corner to an open Brandon Ingram dueling banjos in downtown Los Angeles. Entertaining start to this one.
They won and beat Utah, so they were on that back-to-back, not back-to-back nights, but that series in Utah. So funny how things can change quickly. But I tell you one thing that's not changing is Valanciunas right now laser focused in behind.
Clippers look to push down by 9. The Clippers did play yesterday, even though it was an afternoon game. It takes them a little while to find their sea legs, but Reggie Jackson comes up firing. He's now 2 for 2. Now goes to Herb Jones. Probably not the possession you want coming out of a timeout. Meanwhile, back the other way, Valanciunas flushes it in, and that really hurting Gomez, who beg your pardon. 31-14, Pelicans. Ingram, good contest by Ibaka, but boy, Ingram with a quiet 11 points in his first quarter. 33 had been in the starting lineup for much of the season, now coming off the bench. Kennard, baseline jumper, it's good.
I like it. Be aggressive, you know.
Most of them on careless passes. Some good exhibition of ball movement. Reggie fakes the 3. Had it for a moment, now pulls the trigger after the hesitation and knocks down the 3, making up for lost time. Reggie now with 9. Wake up, get the smelling salts out, get it going. I tried resetting the controllers.
Like you did.
It didn't work.
The Atari 5200, 2600, 5200 did not reset even when you unplug.
Mismatch, mouse in the house as Ibaka backs down on Hart. Now's a double team. Temple digs it out. Devontae Graham all by himself for the lay-in. Back and forth. We had 7 lead changes early, but the last one has favored the Pelicans invincible. They've had a lead as large as 19 this evening. Ibaka for 3. Holds the finish, and it helps.
And Hartenstein being the energy guy, rebounder, inside post who can knock down some shots as well.
Temple gets another look at the corner. This time he knocks it down. 36% on the year, 40-14. Pelicans shooting 56% from the field. Clippers at 54. Turnovers have been manageable. 5. They had 4 early in the game. George to the foul line. Contested jumper falls, and Paul George has 6 in 9 minutes of work.
Stop, pull back, and then still have enough bounce to finish. And
good grief.
We just had enough of stuff the other night, right? I mean, afternoon.
Double jumper slides off. 54-39. Hart back to Valanciunas. This is a heat check. Oh my goodness. I have been lucky to be in the league for many years.
As close to 10 or below if you can before halftime. That gives you a little breathing room to come out strong in the third quarter. See Paul George pull up for the shot right on cue. And then now you're down to 6.
George going to try to post on his defender, Devontae Graham. But good work defensively for New Orleans, and they make the switch. Meanwhile, Ibaka runs over his defender, and Jones leaves it in. Ingram. Back to Graham. Ladles it in, back to Ingram, and he lays it in. Brandon Ingram now with 15 for the loose ball. Ingram looking left and right. Goes back over to Hart. The defense there by George. Valanciunas left alone on a late recovery there by Ivica Zubac. Now first in the second half. Reggie for three. It's good. First bucket made for the Clippers. It's a good one. 71-55. Reggie at the stop, trailing by 15. George accelerates, puts on the brakes, finds Coffee in the corner for three. It's good. A passion for splashing. Valanciunas in a traditional position. Backs down on Ivica Zubac. Fades, fires, and fills it up. 33, one shy of his career high. 51. Tough pass from Amir to George, recovered by Bledsoe. Fleet feet, fades, fires, fills it up, counted and a foul. Makes the extra pass. Plenty of time for Kennard. Hart tight ropes the sidelines, lobs it to Ingram for the flush. Protecting the basketball, that is for sure. Reggie Jackson, can he bail him out again? Rebound time perfectly by Man, goes right at Hernan Gomez and lays it in. Oh, a man-sized basket, if you will.
Yeah, it fits because initially you think this lineup works. For whatever reason it doesn't, so you have to make some. And of course, you got to make adjustments to see Reggie Jackson able to get to the baseline.
Reggie recruits a screen from Hartenstein. Picked up by Temple, turns the corner, dashes down the lane, reverse layup is good! 19 for Reggie Jackson. Plenty of time for the Pelicans. 87-78. Hernan Gomez. They work it around the bend to Temple, beats the buzzer. It's good for Temple.
Reggie Jackson out of there. Was in great position, but that was just an outstanding move. And Josh Hart playing thief of the night right now. Good block.
Hartenstein turns it over and then denies in transition.
Right.
Hart walled off by Jackson in the corner to Devontae Graham for three. 95-78. More in the fourth quarter this year. Temple catch and shoot three. Rebound nicely done, tapped over to Terrence Mann by Reggie Jackson. Mann in overdrive, Mann to the rim, swooping in. The last four belong to Terrence Mann. Time not yet the enemy, but it's getting there. George down the lane to the rim, off the window and in. Paul George, his first points in the second half. I'm gonna Jazzy Jeff you right now, out the window.
Okay, it didn't even fit.
By the way, Clippers are down by 8. Ingram, the jumper is good. Back to a double-digit affair, but the Clippers have momentum. 7 even to play. Clippers only 6 shots in the first 6 minutes of the fourth quarter. George. Oh, book it for Paul George. 22. Stops and scores, and I need them in that order. Ingram. Too easy. Soaring in. Brandon Ingram, a quiet 23. Saves and dishes, throws behind Bledsoe. Valanciunas chases down the errant pass, goes right to the rack and thunders it in. Extended possession for New Orleans. Ingram runs into 2 defenders looking for contact, count it, and a foul, and it has been that kind of night.
People that do.
Now, you know what you need to do? You need to take the L and move on. No, but I see that's not going to happen. Hernan Gomez with the flush, 122. So his second triple of the year, and that will do it for this one. Kings on Wednesday, Lakers on Friday. A tough week for the Clippers coming up. Ty Lue back to the drawing board tomorrow before they host Sacramento here in downtown Los Angeles.